Do you guys ever have an emotion that you just can't shake? Like, whether it's fear, anxiety, guilt, or just embarrassment. Something happens in your life where it's low key kind of traumatic, and you just keep replaying the scenario again and again in your mind, and it feels like the emotion is like stuck in your body. Well, if that's you, that's what we're going to unpack in today's video, man. And I want to shout out to Andrew, who reached out to me via email. And this is what Andrew had to say. He said, "My name is Andrew. I've recently discovered your channel on YouTube. So far, I really like your content. I was wondering if I could just get some life advice. So I'm 21 years old and recently went through an intense hard patch in my life. I had a stress-induced psychosis in January." Sounds awful, bro. "Because I was overworking myself way too hard, juggling 2 jobs and working 6 days a week." Holy shit, man. Talk about hustle culture. Really started to wear our boy down here. "And within that period, I destroyed a lot of relationships that I held very dearly. The thing is that I don't believe I can repair these relationships due to how I was acting, along with how I got blocked by them all. I'm willing to go into more detail if you're curious, blah, blah, blah. But the main question that I wanted to ask is, how can I move on? For months, I just keep thinking about it and feeling immense guilt over it, and it's starting to get debilitating for me mentally." First of all, bro, it takes a ton of strength to be vulnerable. And shout out to you, okay? I've definitely been in a similar situation, right? Where maybe you did something that was embarrassing, or maybe someone did something to you and you just keep replaying the scenario in your mind of what you could have done different. So me and Andrew had a bit back and forth. I asked him some follow-up questions. And the main thing I asked him, because I'm curious, not just for Andrew, for most of you guys watching this video, is what you guys do currently to overcome these intense emotions that just seem to linger like a rain cloud following you around throughout your life. And what Andrew said is, so in general, when trying to cope with difficult emotions like that, I'll either go down 2 main routes. The first being that I try to think about it logically, which mainly just boils down to telling myself that what is done and can't change the past and just need to move forward. So, the issue with that, bro, and this is actually what I learned from my anxiety therapist that I paid $250 per session, so y'all are getting some fucking free game, is the emotional brain, otherwise known as the limbic system. Now, I'm not a psychologist, so don't quote me on this shit. But the emotional brain does not speak the words of logic, okay? So what happens when we're feeling an intense emotion, like let's say it's guilt, right? We feel inclined to what I call mentally escape. What do I mean by that? So if you start getting this feeling of guilt and you're replaying the scenario, fuck man, why did I fuck up? I fucked up, with my friends. I wish they didn't block me. I shouldn't have said that, blah, blah, blah. And mind you, this shit happened a year ago. You're feeling those emotions of guilt, right? It's literally a chemical concoction that's going on in your body. And if you try to tell yourself, oh man, it's fine, like we're over it, blah, 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 you're fundamentally denying your body the opportunity to feel the emotion. And I always say this in all my videos, bro. What you resist will persist. And this is so sneaky and subtle, dude, because what you're doing when you're trying to logically justify your way out of the emotion is you're trying to basically mentally escape from feeling the emotion. So let's do something together right now, boys. This is perfect because I haven't meditated yet today, and I already feel, usually when I wake up, I feel a little tightness in my chest. So Emotional Mastery 101 with Tiz. Let's get into it. So this is what I've come to learn, right? Let's say I'm Andrew right now, and I'm feeling guilty right now in this moment, and I'm playing the scenarios right now in this moment. I'm feeling like, fuck. And I'm putting myself in Andrew's position. And I'm feeling that tightness in my chest. Now, first what I do when I feel an intense emotion, bro, is I don't judge it, and I don't try to escape from it. Those 2 things are critical, okay? I'm just merely observing it, as if I'm like looking at a cloud. I'm like, oh, interesting. Some tightness in chest, in body. And it really helps me to refer to my body as like something that is almost like separate from me, because you've seen in different videos that we're not our mind, we're not our body. These are just things that we experience in the physical dimension. Separate tangent for a different day. So I'll typically put my hand on chest and just try to, scan my body. Where is this emotion being felt in my body? Okay. And sometimes it's a mix of emotions, bro. And people have said in the past, if you can name it, you can tame it. That helps as well. If you're like, oh, I'm feeling guilt in my chest. But usually for me, it's just identifying the sensation, bro. So I'm Andrew right now. I'm thinking about these emotions. I'm like, oh, dude, I shouldn't have done that, right? So I'm feeling this lump in my throat right now. I'm feeling this tightness in my chest, and I'm simply observing it. Now, instead of trying to mentally escape from it, bro, and be like, oh, well, that's fine. We don't need to feel that, blah, blah, blah. What we're going to do instead, okay, is we're going to breathe in through our nose. And while we're holding our breath, we're going to try our best to intensify the physical sensations, okay? So if you're feeling a lumpness in your throat, I want you to feel it even more. If you're feeling the tightness in your chest, I want you to feel it even more. What we're doing is giving our body full permission to experience the sensation, okay? We're not thinking about how we shouldn't be thinking about it. We're not thinking about what we should have done better. We're just simply observing the physical sensation of the emotion, and we're allowing it to be fully expressed. This is one of my favorite mantras you guys have heard before. I allow all that is here and now. So let's do it together, bro. So breathe in. I'm feeling the tightness, and usually what will happen for me, dude, is you guys can see I will start to shake a little bit. Now, it's not bad to shake, okay? It's actually just your body releasing some of the stored, unprocessed emotions, okay? It seems fucking weird, bro, but this is actually a normal thing that happens with animals. So let me explain this a little bit more practically to you guys. When there's a gazelle in the fucking desert, right, or wherever the fuck gazelles live, Africa, I think, right, that's being chased by, let's say it's a lion, okay? This gazelle, let's say one day it goes down to the river, it's drinking some water, it's grazing on some grass, having a good time. All of a sudden it looks up, spots a lion. Immediately what's going to happen is there's no logical thinking, okay? It goes straight to the emotional brain, which bypasses the logical brain, and the gazelle is immediately put into fight or flight. Adrenaline pumps in its legs, its arms. That motherfucker starts booking, okay? It doesn't stop to think, to look at the lion like, oh shit, I should run. It's already running the moment it sees it, okay? So this gazelle is running from the lion. It's being chased, it's being chased, it's being chased. Eventually it gets away, okay? Now, what happens when the gazelle escapes from the lion is its body naturally recognizes that, okay, we're safe now. We're going to engage what's called the parasympathetic nervous system. Not to get too scientific with you guys. But what this system does is it naturally soothes and calms the body, okay? It's like your body's natural anxiety remedy, your body's natural Xanax, if you will. And you'll actually see this in nature, and what will happen is you'll see some twitching of the muscles, okay, of the gazelle as it's decompressing and releasing this fight or flight response from its body. And you'll see it shake, okay? You'll see it shake kind of like this. You'll see it like twitching. You guys ever go to the zoo and you like see like a fucking like a fly like buzzing around, like let's say it's like a fucking zebra or some shit, and its leg kind of twitches really intensely? That kind of twitching. Now, where we get fucked up as humans, bro, is we don't ever give ourselves time to fully enter parasympathetic nervous system mode or anti-anxiety relief mode. Is we constantly try to escape from what just happened. We try to like justify or logically think our way out of, what just happened, being chased by a lion, which is traumatic as fuck. But what happens is, since we're trying to escape, our emotional brain sees that as like, oh fuck, this must be really important. We need to feel more emotions. And that's the anxiety cycle, bro. That's the anxiety cycle. It's like, oh fuck, pretend we're driving the ship of our body, right? Our body's like, oh shit, captain is saying that We shouldn't be feeling this. That must mean something's really wrong, right? Oh, we shouldn't be feeling this guilt. That must mean something's really wrong. And then in comes more anxiety. Then you're spiraling, and eventually you're having like a fucking panic attack. So how do we break out of that cycle? How do we help our friend Andrew here? Simply, bro. Let me go back to bring this full circle. Breathe in. Identify where's the sensation in my body. Okay. It's my chest. I'm opening. I'm expanding. I'm allowing this sensation to be felt. You might feel a little bit shaking. Okay. Sometimes I will start going like this. I'll start like almost like a dry cry, like I'm not actually crying. And it's simply just my body moving the stored emotions out of my body. Okay, and this is not some woo-woo shit, man. This is literally how animals work, and we are animals, bro. Is after we go through something traumatic, we have to give our body time to activate natural parasympathetic nervous system mode. So I hope that had helped, guys. If you are struggling just like my friend Andrew here, please don't hesitate to email me, whether you want to be featured in the video or not. It doesn't matter. I'd love to chat with you guys. My email is tiznice8@gmail.com, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, boys.
Hey, it's Tiz, and you're watching the Tiz Nice channel. Kind of like that older brother that you've always wanted but never had. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to watch some of my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. All of it supports the mission, man. We're here to get real, straight to the source, straight to the heart. If you enjoyed this content, man, check out some of my other videos and leave a comment below. I reply to all of them. Thanks for watching, y'all.